we can't learn anything on an empty stomach, which is why we're gonna start the day getting some lunch at City Meat Market. And since they treat everyone like family around here, well, you can just skip the front door and go straight to the back. Also because I'm pretty sure the front door's been broken for like 20 years.
Oh man, I love stepping into this place. It is just so old school that you feel like you're stepping back in time.
City Meat Market is a taste of barbecue history. Just a smoky pit located in the back of a small town butcher shop. Owner Brooke Kovar carries on the proud tradition.
So I think I first stepped in this building, it would have been 25 years ago. And I don't think it's changed that much.
It hasn't.
And I mean that as a compliment.
My dad's biggest thing was don't change anything. How I was raised. So that is kind of how I stick with
There
it.
it goes.
Brooke's father, Gerald, was a legend. He bought this joint in the early 80s and ran it for over 40 years.
I started working with him when I was 13 years old. So this is all I've ever done.
That's amazing.
So he passed away 2.5 years ago, and I've continuing on his legacy.
Well, that's cool that you got a way to keep the fires burning, right?
Trying to, yes.
Oh, that's amazing. No, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
For decades, City Meat Market has done their own butchering. And while the fresh meat counter is quieter these days, the pits are still burning strong.
Chicken, ribs, pork steak, and then y'all's house-made sausage.
Homemade sausage. Yes, sir.
The heart of Texas barbecue is in pits just like this,
simple.
right?
We are simple.
So here we go. We got the Texas briskets going strong.
In true meat market fashion, they cook brisket hot and fast in about 5 hours. But after the pit, they go into a hot tub of deliciousness.
Oh, wow.
They're in a broth.
Woo. Can't wait. Drink that with a spoon. Can you get a cup of that?
I'll give you a cup and you can help yourself.
The lunch crowd is mostly locals, and so I've invited one of my favorite Giddings residents, and Texans for that matter, to join me for lunch.
Tootsie.
Hello, Chad.
Mwah. So good to see you.
I am very happy to see you. It's great seeing you.
You hungry?
I'm hungry.
Let's go get
Let's
some
go
food.
get something to eat.
If you don't already know, this is Miss Tootsie Tomanetz, the queen of Texas barbecue and legendary pitmaster of Snows BBQ up the road.
All right, what's your normal order?
The best way is to get a little of everything, then you can decide what you like the better.
Sure. Now, you know how to cook a pork steak. How does yours compare to this one?
Very much the same.
Yeah, same kind of thing?
Very much the same.
Salt,
Yeah.
pepper, and smoke? Oh, yes. Texas's finest china right there, too.
All right,
I
so
got
who's
it.
carrying?
I am.
Wad it up.
Wad it up. Ah, the royal procession goes this way. I think we did this right.
I think we did.
We'll see.
We'll see if Daniel approves of it. If
Daniel,
not,
thumbs up. We might have to eat this and then eat it all over again if we get him.
Miss Tootsie knows this place well, and actually worked here with her late husband Edward before moving up the road to run their own joint in Lexington.
I started at the pit, then I learned the fresh meat counter, and before I left, I also worked the slaughterhouse, doing slaughtering with my husband.
Wow. You're not just showing up, sprinkle a little salt and pepper on something. I mean, you know the whole process.
The whole process.
Hoof to pit. That's great. There's something about the nostalgia of the real traditional barbecue places that just hits me different. I mean, places like this, I feel like we're losing them a little bit. What do you
You're
think?
losing. I think we're losing them fast.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we have the pits that you can put the pellets in, set the temperature, go about your business. People say, yeah, I put a brisket on and set it, and then I went to sleep, so I cooked a brisket all night. Well, the brisket cooked all night, but I'm not going to say you were cooking it.
Then there's fighting words to some people, Tootsie. Watch
Those
out.
are fighting words.
Watch out.
I'm still from the old school.
Cool. Amen to that. The older I get, the more old school I become, too. My gosh, that sausage is a champion.
There's some of that good juice coming out of there.
Yeah. Oh,
Yummy,
just
yummy
made like
to the
gravy
tummy.
all over that right there.
At 88 years young, Miss Tootsie is one of the hardest workers in Texas, and even keeps a day job on the janitorial staff at Giddings High School. Truly cut from a different cloth.
I was raised up to work hard and to appreciate the work I do, and I just can't quit. I've got it in me.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I kind of wish I could spend the rest of this day just sitting here talking with you and eating barbecue.
thank you for having me over and inviting me to join y'all.
Anytime.
It's a great
Anytime.
privilege, and the school will be very proud of me knowing that I'm with you.
Well, if you ever do need to play hooky, just say the day tripper's back in town.
That'll do the trick.
To see the full episode or to get info about how to visit this spot, trip on over to thedaytripper.com.